time to get into it. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
Now here's Garland. The three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Milwaukee. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Pass to Trent. Three-pointer. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Mitchell misses.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Lillard against Garland. And another miss by Milwaukee. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Not only is Garland's jump shot silky smooth, it's also effective.
Lillard can't get it to go.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Lillard. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
The main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, the dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Trent's shot is off. Cavaliers trail by 3. From deep, Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And the Bucks with the possession here. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. That one drops for him.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Outside Strus. For 3, Allen. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Bucks leading by 3. To the wing, right side. Shoots. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Garland. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. To the right side. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
They grab their own miss. it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The three from Mitchell. Kept alive.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
And another miss by Milwaukee. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a three-point game.
Well, Allen is usually the last stop the ball makes, but he selflessly gives it up to a wide-open guy.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard passes to Trent. Lillard with the ball. Back to Trent. Got it off in time. It's a tie game in Cleveland. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court right now for the Bucks, Taurean Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Green, then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Sims in at the center position.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having two 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt, waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Portis gets the bucket.
Hey, I think every team wants a guy like Bobby Portis. I mean, more than capable from deep. He's able to play the 4 and 5 and gives you good effort at both ends.
Jerome, that's good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
It's Prince on the wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Prince has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
The Bucks leading by 3. Right side Porter, pass to Prince. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Merrill. And another basket for Cleveland. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
On the wing, Wade puts up a 3. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Green for 3, and again it's Milwaukee from deep.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
2 minutes. And here's Thompson for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. 1:56 left to play in the first half of basketball. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Wade's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Porter from outside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Merrill. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Prince, the pass to Porter. Portis for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Merrill. No good from outside. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Prince with the bucket.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Jerome. Back to Merrill. 4-3. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Porter outside. They get it back. Here's Sims. Can't connect from short range. For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. That gives them the lead. Jerome's got 5.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. A 3 off the inbound. Porter's shot is off. For Cleveland, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. And Cleveland another 3. And Milwaukee has possession. Trailing by 5. Porter's shot is off. Got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Cavaliers ahead, up by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Sam Merrill has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
From deep, Mitchell. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lillard outside. And stolen by Mobley. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, just electric.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Here's Lopez. And that one off the back of the rim and in. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Outside Garland. Right wing. Mobley passes to Allen. The 3 from Mitchell. 3 ball! Donovan Mitchell!
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Allen with the ball for Cleveland. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Milwaukee has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Kuzma outside. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Mitchell misses. The Bucks trail by 7. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
Lillard keeps the defense honest by spacing them out from the corner.
Garland for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Cavaliers leading. Oh, deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. .125 left in the third quarter here. Poke loose.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The 3 from Prince. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Jerome. Give him 8. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Here's Portis for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Merrill. The offensive rebound. On the wing, Wade. Merrill, right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Hunter. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Cavaliers lead by 4. And the Bucks shooting just 34% so far in this one. Green for 3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. Cleveland's shooting a low 29% since halftime. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jerome, no good. And the Bucks shooting just 36% in the third. Portis finds Green. Back to Portis. Now Green. Hunter covering. Portis with a screen on Hunter. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then there's Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. And Sam Merrill picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Green. Pass to Portis. Goes back up. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Porter. Fades and shoots. Sinks it from distance. Porter's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Porter. Outside Hunter. The 3 ball. On the wing, Wade from deep. The kick to Hunter. Jerome on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Back to Hunter. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Hits the 3-pointer. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Portis outside. Pass to Prince. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavaliers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And here's Hunter for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you got it, take it.
Green, the pass to Prince. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to Hunter. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. The Bucks trail by 6. The drive by Porter. Tipped away. Up top, Portis. Fades away. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wade misses. Milwaukee's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Prince with the bucket.
The speed with which Prince shoots is amazing. I mean, this guy barely takes any time to let it go.
Here's Merrill. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Milwaukee's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Trent against Mitchell. Outside Strus. Back to Mitchell. For 3. He drops it from range. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball. It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Pass to Trent. This one for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley, left side. That 3's off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Lillard's got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Garland. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in the game. Lillard against Garland. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Kuzma, the pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Garland. For 3, here's Lillard. The shot off that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside for Mitchell. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Lopez.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Now the Cavaliers with it. 3-point lead. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Garland finds Mitchell. Knocks it down from distance.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Antetokounmpo against Mobley. And so the Cavaliers take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the villain with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the
matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Back to Towns. The 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the inside. Pulls it up. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Bridges.
Now that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
A nice shot by Mobley.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Now, Hart, after Darius Garland missing on that last 3-pointer. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Let's go. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hart, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Now, here's Strus. Lets the 3 fly. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Anunoby passes to Hart. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And another miss by Cleveland. The Knicks leading by 6. From deep, Brunson. Allen with the rebound. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Towns for 3. New York missing again. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 3.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Trying his luck from deep. Cleveland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Pass to Mobley. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mobley's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Cavs. Anunoby passes to Towns. Anunoby a screen on Allen. Towns for 3. Drills it from outside. Towns has got 5.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
Now, here's Mitchell. The 3 from Garland. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Brunson against Garland. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Allen a screen on Hart. Strus passes to Allen. Back to Strus. Clock at 6. Garland kicks to Strus from past the arc. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And a deep 3 from Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Knicks. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Wade out there with Hunter. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Jerome in at the point guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's McBride. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers trailing. Hunter on the wing. Fires the 3. Merrill passes to Jerome. Hunter, no one around him. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Merrill. Pass to Jerome. Shoots over Payne. Jerome, good. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Beauchamp. Now Achua. From the wing. And the Knicks good for 2.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Merrill. Shoots. And the jumper is on the mark. New York trailing. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Takes a 3. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Payne can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Wade has the open look. Cleveland the rebound. Here's Merrill, guarded by Robinson. They get it again, out to Wade. Pass to Jerome, and stolen by Payne. Robinson passes to McBride. Here's Achua. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Jerome. Latre. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jerome's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. Payne passes to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Wade. Now, here's Hunter. For the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Merrill. Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Hunter. Wade outside. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Back to Achua. Here's Payne. Here's McBride. He's defended by Merrill. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. New York moving it around. Fires for 3. Payne can't hit. Pass to Merrill. From the arc. And here's Wade. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 12-point Cleveland lead.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And more than anything, their three-point shooting. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And it's Brunson missing. The Cavaliers leading by 15. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Anunoby passes to Towns. Plays it up off the glass. Towns has got 9 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Pass to Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Towns with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Towns against Garland. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Towns. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Garland against Brunson. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Mobley. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
The vertical of OG Anunoby Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Brunson scanning the floor. Bridges outside. Hart with a screen on Allen. They grab their own miss. They kick out to Anunoby. Here's Brunson. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Robinson drives in. 2 points. That one goes.
I'm not stepping in front of Mitchell Robinson when he gets ahead of steam. What a pretty drive.
The wide open look here for Garland. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. And Joe Allen will bring it up for Cleveland. They lead by 7. Pass to Strus. Back to Mitchell. Now, here's Strus. He's covered closely. Here's Mobley. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though, you're thinking...
And so it's Cleveland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Thompson is out there with Wade. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Jerome. And the 3 off target. Brunson outside. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
Pass to Wade. In the corner, it's Hunter. Here's Merrill. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Wade. Launches a 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Knicks trail by 3. Hart with it. Wade picks him up.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Merrill. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Brunson outside. To the middle. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Here's Jerome. Brunson covering. Merrill can't hit. The Knicks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Towns. It's deflected.
And putting that 7-2 wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. New York trailing. Here's Hart. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Wade for three. Nailed from three-point land.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. Jalen Brunson caps off the break.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Wade outside. Towns with the steal. On the wing, Bridges. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Towns down low, working on Allen, and it's Towns missing. A three from Strus. And that's collected by Brunson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Mitchell against Brunson. Mitchell, this is the mobile. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Anunoby outside.
His first, second team foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Anunoby taking 2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to. How about the young big man, Evan Mobley, coming through in the clutch? We see you, young sir. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
The three from Garland. Bullseye!
The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
Trifecta! So a close game sees New York take this one.
The end of the game.
All right, DA, thanks again.
Vance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
rebounding teams here, BA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
Now, New York starting five. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Hart pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Inside, Lopez with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Lillard can't get it to go. Three-pointer, Bridges. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lillard with the ball. They get it again. Back to Antetokounmpo. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
They're pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. Surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Hart. It's stolen by Trent. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and it's no surprise that Jalen Brunson is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me Jason is a 3-level scorer and a master of the pick and roll, and no matter what you do, you can't speed him up. He's going to read the defense, play at his pace, and try to pick you apart. It's always a chess match against Brunson, guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. 5 to shoot. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 9.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Giannis with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Lillard against Brunson. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 9. And here's Brunson from the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds in the game. From behind the arc. Lillard outside. Pass to Trent. From downtown, and it's Lillard. That time on the assist from Trent. 12 points for him.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 14-4 run. They get it back. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the inside. Here's Towns. Towns, a screen on Trent. Bridges with it. And Lopez picks him up. And it's in there.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Releases. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Lillard's got 14.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Let's go with a 3. Again, the miss by Lillard. Knicks trail by 10. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Towns, no good. Launches it, and Damian Lillard hits from deep.
It doesn't take much or long for Lillard to catch fire. An incredible offensive talent.
And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Trent. Lillard outside. Launches it from deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second-chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. We've got Mitchell Robinson, Cameron Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Achua, and it's Beauchamp in at the 3. Prince down low. McBride covers. Out to Portis. Takes the 3. Here's Sims. Portis outside. It's Prince on the wing. McBride covers. Prince can't hit. Knicks trail by 14. Robinson passes to Beauchamp. Here's Payne. Here's Beauchamp. from behind the arc. And he buries his first look.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Green with the ball. And McBride picks him up defensively. From downtown. And it's Green missing. And New York has possession. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's got his first basket.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Now here's Robinson. Achua with the dunk.
Well, if Robinson starts making plays and passes, it's going to give the opponent something else to think about.
Porter's shot is off. Knicks trail by 10. Robinson passes to Achua. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
It's Prince on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Knicks. They're on an 11-3 run. McBride can't get it to go. Pass to Prince. There's the three. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Prince has got 6.
When you spot it up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
Here's Achua. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Assistant, Beauchamp.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Now here's Green. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 9. Wide open look. And it's Beauchamp missing. Portis outside. Outside for Porter. The 3 is up. It's Prince on the wing. For 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Knicks have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Beauchamp passes to Payne. Robinson with it. Outside McBride. The 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Sims has got 4 rebounds now. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
New York, again, can't hit.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Portis for 3. Back to Green. Portis outside. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Beauchamp. New York again can't hit.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Robinson gets the bucket.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been in tope. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, B.A., dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Ryan, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Anunoby with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Shots good by Hart.
Not stopping on his way in, Hart going through the defense.
Antetokounmpo against Hart. Giannis with the jam.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at
you. Lopez against Towns. Lets a three fly. Drills it from deep. Towns has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Out to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Three-pointer. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. Here's Towns. Bridges against Antetokounmpo. Towns for three. Rebounded by Kuzma.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Lillard. Launches it. Connects from downtown. Lillard's got 29.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
For three, here's Lillard. The Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. New York shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare. The way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Towns with the ball, and Lopez picks him up. Towns down low. Antetokounmpo's there. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The three. The rebound by the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Lillard. 32 points in the game for him. It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, they've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the three. Offensive rebound, and that one drops. Towns has got 11 points here in the second half.
Yeah, 6'11", 250 pounds. Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Towns. Lopez finds Lillard. Three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
It's stolen by Kuzma. Jacks up a three. Lillard outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Off target with the three.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Bridges against Trent. Lillard outside. On target from range. Lillard's got 38 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Towns for 3. Drops in the 3.
There's a 3 for Towns, countering the 3 they just gave up.
Trent outside. Out to Lillard. Here's the 3. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lets it go from the wing. Another one falls for New York.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And the Bucks miss again.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Kuzma against Anunoby. Wing shot on the way. And another miss by Milwaukee. Now the Knicks with it. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Down low. It's stolen by Kuzma. Brunson against Lillard. And the three-pointer goes. Lillard's got 41.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jump.
Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough. This guy has continued to work hard every year and turned himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Bucks.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Well, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
The three, here's Lillard. Gets the three ball to go. Lillard's got 44.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Trent finds Lillard, and he commits the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Lillard. No good. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm
These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got the first points up on the board for the Bucks.
Sticking it from the corner. You got to know where Lillard is at all times.
Mobley, the pass to Allen. Back to Mobley. Mitchell against Trent. The three. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Lillard scanning the floor. The three. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Strus. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
You just will not outcompete Lillard. Plays the game with such passion. Dame coming up big on defense.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. For three, Mitchell. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wasted no time on that one. Lillard's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bucks. Garland from deep three-point land. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Lillard against Mitchell. To the wing right side. Lillard outside. Rebounded by Allen.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The wide open shot from Strus. And it's off from three-point range. Lillard outside. There's the triple. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers trailing. Here's Mobley. Hands it from downtown.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Second team foul.
1:52 left in the first quarter. And here's Garland for three. Another three for Cleveland.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Second foul called on.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Strus with it, picked up by Kuzma. Mitchell wide open. Wide open shot is on the money. Mitchell's got 5.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Lillard from outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cleveland leading by 3. Right wing. Garland match for 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he hits the jump shot. 14 points for him.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Mobley, and the wing jumper offline. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Cavaliers. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Wade out there with Tristan Thompson. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. The Bucks trail. Porter with it. Picked up by Thompson. Portis for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now the Bucks moving it up. For the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
Pass to Wade. Here's Merrill. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bucks leading by 5. Inside.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Jerome passes to Wade. Here's Jerome. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Merrill. 4 on the shot clock. And that time, also a missed shot. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Thompson for the triple, and there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's the 3-point bomb. Merrill's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, everybody. That's execution off an inbounds play.
Outside Portis. Back to Prince. Bucks passing it around. Green in the post. Covered by Hunter. From deep, Prince. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Hunter on the wing. Green with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Prince, the pass to Porter. Now Green for three, and the three ball is good. Green's got 6 points.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Out to Wade. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy game. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Merrill on the wing. Uncovered. Yep, that one goes in there. Merrill's got his second bucket.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Jerome. Milwaukee with the rebound. Sims has got his 5th rebound in this one. Prince wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Left side, Porter. Ripped away. Here's Jerome. No scoring in this one. Pass to Merrill. From downtown, Sims with the rebound. Sims has got 6 rebounds now in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game. Just 5 on the clock. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. So it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Dave, thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
And the shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by Trent. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. That's a 2 from Lillard. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Bucks leading by 6. The setup and the slam by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
3rd quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Lillard from deep 3-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. And now it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Pass to Mobley to end the run. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Mobley's got 6.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
On the wing, Mitchell. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Garland. He's got 8. Pass to Strus. On the wing, Mitchell. Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Mobley double-teamed. Shoots over Kuzma.
And using his length and footwork there, Kuzma is able to stay aggressive defensively.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Lillard again missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
An open look for Lillard. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lillard's got 19 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bucks?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. A 3-ball. And it's Strus missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Mobley with it. Now Green defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One look at Evan Mobley, and you can see he is built for this position. The height, the length. He's got all the physical gifts that a power forward could ask for.
So it's the Bucks now. Porter with it. Still yet to score. From deep, Prince. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Cleveland, Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, but great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick-and-roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
Over to the wing, deflects the pass, tries to keep it alive, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it, and it's Lillard missing.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And here's Strus for three. Kicks it out to Garland. The Cavaliers with another miss. Bucks trail by 3. Kuzma passes to Trent. Connects from three-point range. Trent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo against Allen. Strus passes to Garland. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Three-pointer, and it's sent back by Lopez. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. To the wing on the left. Kuzma kicks to Trent. Puts up a 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Strus's shot is good.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into correction.
And it's Lillard missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Allen passes to Mobley. Back to Allen. Strus kicks to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Outside Garland. From deep three-point territory. Another miss by Garland.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen by Garland. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Strus finds Mitchell. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. There's the 3. And another miss by Cleveland. Trent against Garland. Three-pointer, Lillard, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 22.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Garland dishes to Mobley. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
The length of Mobley, that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why he pretty much resorts to fouling.
He makes the second free throw, and that gives them the lead. And so he's able to pick up 2 of 3 from the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
And it's Lillard missing. The wide open look here for Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Garland kicks to Strus. Shoots the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for Cleveland. And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Takes the 3. Trent can't hit. On the wing, Mitchell. Offline with his 3. And it's the Bucks ball. Lillard outside. Right between the eyes.
This team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Mitchell passes to Garland. Mitchell outside. Lets it go from deep. Off target from downtown. So a close game sees Milwaukee. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. Pass to Strus. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Cavaliers lead 3-2.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Outside Strus. Launches a 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Right side Hart. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And now the Knicks on the break. Rejected by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
From deep, Mitchell. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Towns passes to Hart. Fires from deep. And Towns with the 3.
Well, Pat answers with his own 3, and he says, "I told you I'm the best shooting big man in history."
Cavaliers lead 9-5.
Out to Mobley. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Allen. Garland for 3. Left side Mitchell. Outside Strus. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Mobley. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. From the arc. Offensive board. And that one good. Anunoby's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
Now here's Mobley. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Towns outside. There's the triple. He shoots again. And Anunoby lays it up and in. Anunoby's got 6.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Here's Mobley. Plenty of space. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Allen. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 1. Mobley, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Towns for 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 3 from Mitchell, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
Puts up a 3. Back to Hart. To the left wing. Here's Brunson outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in. Towns outside. Anunoby for 3. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. He's got 12. 8 seconds left in the first quarter here. Allen outside. Fires the 3. No luck on that one. And so it's OG Anunoby making things happen for the Knicks. He made a big... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
We've got campaign. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Beauchamp in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for New York starting the second. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Here's Jerome. He shoots it. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. New York trailing. Picked it. Hunter on the wing. Here's Jerome, defended by Payne. The ball's knocked loose. And here's New York now. Pass to Achiuwa. Right side McBride. Here's Beauchamp. 4-3. Thompson pulls it in. Here's Jerome. Outside Hunter. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Cleveland has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Jerome's got 5 points now in the quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The shot by Payne, no good. And here are the Cavaliers now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All-NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
The offensive rebound. The kick to Hunter. Fires the 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Hunter's got 9.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
First team foul.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second for McBride. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Jerome. Here's Wade. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 11. Here's Beauchamp. Achiuwa up top. Still without a bucket. McBride can't get it to go.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Jerome passes to Wade. Back to Jerome. Merrill outside. This one for three. And the Cavaliers, another three.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Beauchamp. Offline with a three. The Cavaliers lead by 15. Pass to Jerome. Back to Merrill. Now here's Thompson. Shoots over Robinson. Thompson's shot is off.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
The shot by Payne, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Three-pointer. The shot by Merrill, no good. McBride passes to Achua. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Achua's got his second basket. Here's Jerome. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in command. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen DeAndre Hunter really having a great game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On the court right now for Cleveland. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, B.A.? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
They get the rebound. Out to Mobley. Takes a 3. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Right side, Brunson. The 3-ball. That one's down for Brunson.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. The shot by Towns, no good. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. And that one's good. Mitchell.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
It's stolen by Garland. And they're running from outside the arc. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And the Knicks miss again. Cleveland leading by 18. Mobley up top. Anunoby covering. Mobley passes to Strus. Fires for 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Brunson from the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Garland for 3. And another miss by Cleveland. New York has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. And there's Towns on the assist from Anunoby. Towns has got 5. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Now here's Towns. He's got 5. Pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. From deep. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 13. There's the three. Mobley, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Allen against Towns. 5 on the clock. Hart passes to Brunson. Over Garland. And it's Brunson missing. And the Cavs shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. And the shot is good by Garland.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The three ball. And stolen by Mobley. Fires the three. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hart finds Towns. And again, the Knicks missing. Cleveland shooting just 38% for this game so far.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Pass to Hart. Right side, Brunson. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer. They get it back. Allen, the pass to Strus. Stolen by Anunoby. Towns against Garland. Here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Garland looking around. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Garland's got 8. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Karl-Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Out on his own on the break. And here's Strus outside. Gets the three to fall. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
New York shooting poorly, just 30% so far. It's stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers on the break. From deep, Mitchell, he nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
From deep, Mobley. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 22. Garland, the pass to Allen. Cleveland again missing. And Towns has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. To the wing, right side. Here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. The three from Mitchell. And here's Allen. Hey, from beyond the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Cavaliers have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. And here's Mitchell. From downtown, drains the triple. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Garland for 3. A minute 50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11. Hart passes to Anunoby. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
59-39.
Mobley outside. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Cavaliers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
59 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Garland. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Mobley against Hart. From behind the arc. They get it back. Out to Mobley. Over Hart. Mobley, no good. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
And there's Towns on the assist by Bridges.
Now that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
Here's Garland. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges outside. And Anunoby for 3. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and let me still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for air. We've got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Here's Anunoby. Misses the three. And the Bucks with possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now Lopez, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Out to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo against Hart. Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Towns for 3. And the Knicks miss again. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. And here's Trent outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Anunoby. Shot to stop the run. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Lopez with the steal. Giannis with it. Now guarded by Towns. And Antetokounmpo sends it in.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow. Impressive.
Now Lillard. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Latrey. It's hauled in by Trent. Bucks leading by 8. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Trent's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the paint. Here's Bridges. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Kuzma outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside, Towns. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
They get it back. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by New York. Stolen away. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Bridges passes to Hart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
And Hart drops them both. There's Porter with the 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Green with the block. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 3. And back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bucks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Kevin Porter is out there with Prince. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Green, and it's Sims in at the 5. McBride's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 3. Outside Portis. The kick out to Portis. Prince outside. Pass to Green. From the arc. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. New York with the ball. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And it goes out of bounds. He's touched by Green. Here's McBride. And it's all evened up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Knicks high.
And the wide open shot from Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
3-point goal.
Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Stolen by Prince. Outside Porter. And it's Prince that time on the assist from Porter.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there. A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
19-15.
Porter kicks to Portis. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Payne gets a wide open look. No good from outside. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 10-2 run here. Got that bucket in no time at all. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Sims out to the right wing and a wide open look for Portis. And at last they get one to fall.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch too.
Pass to McBride. Oh, good on the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Prince finds Green, jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Over to the left wing. And the Knicks miss again. Bucks leading by 13. And here is Portis, guarded by Robinson. And a wide open look for Porter. That 3 off the mark. The Knicks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. They get it back. Payne Takes it off the glass.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possession.
Porter outside. The rebound by McGrun.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Green. Back to Prince. Picked away. Here's Beauchamp, guarded by Green. Here's the three. Drains the three-pointer. Beauchamp's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Outside Portis. Lots of room. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Portis has got 7.
Boy, his teammates will feed off that bucket. Good looks there from Portis.
Puts up a deep three. Kane can't hit. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 17-7 run. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Bobby Portis gets the three. 10 points for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today. An earlier trip to the line. Six seconds left to play here in the half. Lillard from outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first half of play. The Bucks on top. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the dunk by Lopez.
Left it at the rack, and the big man Lopez there to punch it home.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Towns, the pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Tries again, and that one's good. Towns.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
38-22.
Lillard, right side. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Towns, a screen on Lillard. Brunson finds Towns. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Towns.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Knicks trail by 16. Brunson with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Lillard. Brunson, no good. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Lillard left side. Back to Antetokounmpo from outside the arc. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Giannis constantly working on that outside shot, and you can see he's made progress.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate the report. Bucks leading by 19 points. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Lillard from outside. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
Towns down low. Lopez is there. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anunoby.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Oh, it just pounded in! Pounded in!
Goodness. Oh! How about that?
Kuzma against Towns. To the inside. Hart finds Brunson. Shoots from the baseline. And there it is for him.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Bucks leading by 21. It's Giannis with the drive.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
It's good. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard with it. 6 points for him. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Lopez inside. Trent outside to the right side. Three-pointer, Lillard. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Brunson the pass to Towns. Hart with the screen for Towns. Brunson with a clean look. A second chance effort. Good kick out to Anunoby. Back to Hart. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Antetokounmpo against Hart. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Hart, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Knicks ball.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Towns gets it to go.
Towns takes a lot of pride in knocking down threes. He's as gifted a shooter as we have at the center position.
And now the Knicks on the break.
57-36.
Bridges with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Hard against Giannis. And stolen by Kuzma. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Ball.
Knicks trail by 21. Hart kicks to Brunson. Left side, Towns. Hart with a screen on Lopez. Towns for 3. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Giannis. Goes up from the top of the key. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, poked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Bucks leading by 21. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Brunson against Lillard.
2 minutes.
To stop the drought, sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
Towns for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
60-39.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. Lillard again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close.
42.
Really got to give it up here for Milwaukee.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Brunson finds Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Towns wide open. And again, it's New York. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Bucks lead 62-44.
Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point territory, off target. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This one was over. Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.